Hi, version 3.0 of Honkai Star is just around the corner, and as per usual, we'll be getting new banners. But this time, it seems like Hoyo needs to pay their rent. That means that we'll be getting a total number of 8 banners. No, you heard me right, 8. 2 brand new characters and 6 reruns. 4 banners on each face. I cannot believe this. But regardless, here's every character coming in version 3.0 and an analysis on who should pull for them. Before we start, I'll be giving away 2 supply passes / welcome moon to my subscribers at 7k subs, so make sure you subscribe. To begin, make sure you pull for your waifus and husbandos over meta. If you like someone, then just go for it. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. And everything in this video is subject to change. As of this video, nothing is officially confirmed just yet, and I won't be surprised if they change it last minute, as these banners are absolutely diabolical. But without further ado, starting in the first phase, our brand new character will be the Herta. Big Herta is a 5-star Ice Erudition unit, and if you don't know what she does, I have a guide linked in the description. But in a nutshell, she is a DPS that excels in AoE due to her enhanced skill and a stacking mechanic in her kit that her teammates can help with, while also gaining massive benefits of having another Erudition unit in the team. You know what else is massive? Anyways, for people that are looking for a pure fiction DPS, look no further as the Herta will cover that need with flying colors. But for people who are looking for a DPS in general, especially an Ice DPS, they can go for the Herta too, as she is good in basically all contents. And for people who earn Jade, the Herta plus Jade is basically a guaranteed clear duo for PF, so that is a good option too. However, people who are not struggling with pure fiction and or already have many strong DPSs in their account like Akron, Firefly, etc. can look to skip the Herta. But speaking about DPSs, the first rerun of the first phase will be Jade. Jade is a 5-star Quantum Erudition unit, and basically she is an insane FUA DPS, especially in AoE with a buff that favors AoE allies. Since this is a release of the Herta, Jade is the perfect teammate for her, as the Herta wants 3 things for a teammate: Erudition path, SP positive, and AoE attacks, and Jade fits perfectly in those criterias. But putting the Herta aside though, if you just need a pure fiction carry, Jade will absolutely be insane for that. Otherwise, she really is not that worth it, as you get more value out of most other units as they can work in multiple game modes unlike Jade. However, while the Herta really likes Jade, she doesn't really need her per se. And since the Herta can work outside of pure fiction, if you don't have both, it is usually just more efficient to go for the Herta over Jade since they are on the same phase. The next rerun of the first phase will be Feixiao. Feixiao is a 5-star Wind Hunt unit that favors fast FUA teammates while using her own follow-up attacks and ultimate to dish out insane single target damage. For those of you looking for a single target or even just a low amount of target DPS, Feixiao will fit that build perfectly. And if you happen to have multiple FUA synergistic units sitting around like Aventuring, Topaz, and especially Robin, Feixiao will be a very good unit for your account as well. Otherwise, she is just a really comfortable DPS with many teammate options that can help clear a lot of the game's content. However, that being said though, her performance outside of single or low target amounts is not that great, and despite her high teammate options, she really specifically wants Robin. And last but not least, the last rerun of the first phase will be Lingsha. Before I continue, Feixiao and Lingsha are both getting reruns only 3 patches in. Okay, that's crazy. But anyways, Lingsha is a 5-star Fire Abundance unit that scales off Break Effect to heal and deal significant amounts of damage through her FUA summon. People who are in need or want to upgrade their limited sustains, Lingsha is one of the best options, as she has incredible synergy with both Break and FUA teams while having one of the most comfortable heals / cleanse in the game. Not to mention, Lingsha can actually use Super Break so well that she becomes a huge portion of the team's damage in AoE content, so for Break teams, she's even more worth it to go for. But she does come off a bit SP inefficient to her counterparts and less of a need if you already have other limited sustain units. Moving on to the second phase, our brand new character will be Aglaea. Aglaea is a 5-star Lightning Remembrance unit scaling off speed, and together with her Memo Sprite summon, they deal damage really fast together. as she is our first limited 5-star remembrance character. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, that is the incoming summer meta, Aglaea will be a good pull. Just in general though, she's a really good DPS, but if you have Sunday and Robin, she's especially good, most likely becoming one of the top DPSs in the game. So people who are generally in need of a DPS or those in need of upgrading their existing DPSs will also enjoy her as well. Otherwise, just like any other DPS, if you already have strong DPSs in your account, another DPS isn't gonna be crazy value. But you know what is crazy value though? Robin. She's back again for the second rerun after 3 patches again. This is diabolical, but who's to complain as she just gets better and better by the day. Anyways, Robin is a 5-star physical harmony unit that provides insane team-wide buffs that favors teammates that attack really often while also having a team-wide action events as well. So for those that don't have her, Robin is one of the most valuable units in the game and you should definitely look to get her in general. Her buffs are so insane and so universal that most of the top meta teams will either have her as the best support for that team or as a great alternative. As I said before, she's only getting better as not only does she have synergy with older archetypes, she will also have great synergy with the newer archetypes as well. Pulling for her will buff your current teams and future teams. And realistically, the only bad things I can say about her is that she's quite hard to min-max, like requiring specific timing on her ultimates and building your teammates really fast, etc. But come on, we don't really need to mention skill issue, do we? Talking about skill issue, Boothill is the next rerun of the second phase. Boothill is a physical hunt unit focused on dealing extremely high single target damage using break effect. For Boothill, it's quite simple. If you want a single target DPS, look no further as he is one of the best in this role. And if you have Mei, he becomes a great option to buff with her. Also having a weakness implant in his ultimate additionally makes him quite flexible in where he is able to be played. But without Mei, he will feel very underwhelming and he is not the most efficient character to pull for as you really want to vertically invest into him for him to be really good. Not to mention, if you are looking for a new DPS, he isn't really an option you consider immediately as he is more of a niche character and he's harder to play than most other DPSs. Finally, for the last rerun of the patch, Silver Wolf is making her second return. Silver Wolf is a quantum nihility unit that debuffs in single target and can add an elemental weakness to an enemy. Not gonna sugarcoat it, Silver Wolf has been power crept into oblivion. Realistically, no point pulling for her unless you are missing a nihility unit for Akron. Otherwise, her gimmick as a weakness implanter is useless as units nowadays can do it themselves or just outright ignore enemy element types. And about her debuffs, it's not even that good. Not to mention it's purely single target too. So yeah, look, despite what I said about Silver Wolf, as I said before, if you like her or just any other units in general, then you can basically ignore all their bad points. I still think that she's a neat unit, but maybe I'm just too Honkai Impact pilled and get nostalgia whenever I see a Bronya. Regardless, this is gonna be one hell of a patch. People are saying free-to-plays are in shambles, but this also could mean that free-to-play has more options in each patch and don't have to wait as long if they are missing a crucial unit. Anyways, I just hope that these banners are real, and if the video is still up and you're watching it, that means that they are. I'm just shocked on how insane this is. 8 banners, bro.